On Piers Morgan Uncensored, a far-right guest tried the same old script, blaming political violence entirely on the left. But Lewis Goodall wasn't having it. He calmly dismantled the narrative, pointing out that the problem isn't one-sided. Yes, some on the left said disgusting things after Charlie Kirk's death, but Goodall reminded viewers of Paul Pelosi's attack, and how Donald Trump Jr. mocked it with hammer memes. That wasn't a fringe troll. That was the son of a president normalizing political violence. He also pulled receipts from right-wing accounts calling Democrats demonic and a threat to national security. And he made it clear, if conservatives pretend this only happens on the left, nothing will change. The takeaway? Goodall exposed the hypocrisy. The right wants to raise the temperature, then act shocked when things boil over. And this time their playbook got torn apart on live TV.
Okay, well, we've been joined on the panel by PBD podcast Angry Patriot, Vincent Oshana. Vinny, great to have you back on Uncensored. I'm sorry it's in such awful circumstances that we're talking on this Friday. But your response to what Lewis Goodall's just said, that this is a problem on all sides, that political violence has been ratcheting up and that there's a collective issue that needs to be dealt with.
Well, Piers, thank you for having me, and hello to everybody on the panel. Piers, I'm sorry, but trying to compare a photo of a Pelosi hammer for a Halloween thing to somebody getting shot in the neck in front of his family at a campus is unbelievable. The fact that you're trying to make the two comparison is absurd, okay? And if we wanted, since you're on the left and you have those beliefs, give me something that the left is positive about. Because from what we're seeing, they're pro-abortion, they're pro-celebrating assassination, they're pro-open border. Give me something positive that the left is running on. Because at the end of the day, they're at the Democrats' 35-year low approval rating. And Piers, I have to go a little bit deeper. This isn't about left. This isn't about right. Charlie was a proponent. He was a Christian praising Jesus Christ everywhere that he went. And I think that's where we are, Piers. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 says, "For we not wrestle with flesh and blood." Piers, it's principalities, it's evil, it's dark forces in high places. And it drives me crazy, Piers, that we've gotten to this point. And when Tim Walz and these people are like, well, I woke up, I wanted to hear bad news. Hearing TMZ lying when their freaking people are back there cheering of a murder of a guy that did what, Piers? He went to college campuses. He was peaceful. He just wanted to have a debate, a conversation. And it is the left. Okay, when Joe Biden got diagnosed with colon cancer, who was celebrating? How many thousands of people were out there praying and hoping for this guy to recover? Okay, no, there's something that's captured, Piers. That image, that montage that you played, did you see the eyes of these people?
Yeah.
They are captured by something dark, and they don't even know it, Piers. That's where we are. And I want to say something, Piers, before I give it back. Charlie was not murdered. He was martyred. And I want to say this in the Bible, and I'm sorry, I never was this guy, Piers, but we're at the tipping point. We are here, and we have to understand that it's God or you're on the opposite side. And Revelation chapter 6, verse 9, 10 basically says, when a martyr's blood hits the throne of heaven, it turns the vengeance of the king towards the evil ones on earth. So for all the people that want to get mad and do something, stay calm and be easy, because God, at the end of the day, Piers, has vengeance on all these people that are spilling innocent blood.
Are you really saying that the American right, the Trump right, MAGA, has not got a problem with political violence?
Are you comparing us, who, by the way,
no, I'm asking
for how many years, have 10 years, hold on. Are you comparing the two? Hold on. I'm not saying that the right doesn't get violence, but show me where they're celebrating the murder of a father on a campus. Give it to me. Who celebrate Luigi Mangione, where he's in magazines and girls want to marry him and want to be with him?
No, you just have the president of the United States' son. You just have the president of the United States' son tweeting out a picture of a hammer, making fun of a guy who nearly got killed because of a right-wing maniac. Please do not tell me that somehow one side is more morally superior than the other. This is not.
No.
And just while we're talking about, excuse me, sir.
While
we're talking about political violence,
doing the assassinations?
What about January the 6th? What about January the 6th, where a MAGA mob decided to try to use violence to overthrow democracy? That is the definition of the legitimization of violence in the political process.
Excuse me, since you're such an American historian, how many people died on January 6th?
I don't need to be an historian to know what happened on January 6th.
Ashley Babbitt, a fellow United States Air Force, excuse me, let me finish. A United States Air Force veteran got shot subsequently in her freaking neck. Why? Hold on. Why? Because she was unarmed and she was advancing to a hall. Please, I'm 100%
so
with you. I don't condone any violence, but the comparison is not even close to what the left does.
So let's have some statistics from your own
government. They promote it.
Let's have some statistics from your own government. These are your own government statistics. Now, I know you might not want to listen to the facts, but this is the facts. A study from the US government itself says that the majority of political violence in the United States occurs from the right, not the left, from the right. We have also seen in my own country what happened with the assassination of a Labour MP, Joe Cox. We saw what happened in Norway with Anders Behring Breivik. All violence on the right. I do not say, as you seem to say, sir, that one side or other is morally superior to the other. I do not say that there will not be political violence on one side or the other. What seems, and I find curious, is your belief, your fervour, that somehow one side of this debate is uniquely morally repugnant and one is superior. The statistics are wrong. That's not right. Doesn't support what you're saying. And the fact after fact after fact, and occasion after occasion after occasion, shows the same thing. And like I say, January the 6th itself was literally the legitimization from your side of political violence at the highest of levels. And what did Donald Trump do? When he got back into office, he pardoned them all, sending a message that political violence is fine.
Excuse me, are you in the United States? Are you an American citizen?
I just returned from the United States, as a matter of fact, but I don't need to be in the United States to know what happened in January the 6th.
Are you an American citizen?
No, don't know what that's got to do with the price of fish.
Are you an American citizen?
Nope.
No, I want to ask you a question because you're looking down here reading stats and facts, and I don't know where the hell your sources are from. But guess what? As an American, from seeing what they did, excuse me, I let you talk. Please let me talk, okay? From what you mean to tell me what the left, your darling left, has done to the Republican Party and Donald Trump alone for 10 years, the calling for violence, the Hitler, like Batya said, all the negative rhetoric, to the impeachments, to shooting him in the head, and him saying, I want peaceful protesting, and then the FBI informants, all the confidential human resources inside the freaking crowd of January 6th, that's a whole different argument, debate that you don't want to get into. But as an American who lives in America and is a veteran, we see what's happening. I don't care about your ChatGPT stats. The left is the party that is inciting the violence and causing the problem.
Okay, I want to bring...
Conservatives keep insisting that the left is the source of all political violence. But let's be honest, that's a complete rewriting of history. The culture of threats and intimidation didn't start with progressives. It exploded the moment Donald Trump ran for office. From the top down, he normalized it. Remember his words? When the looting starts, the shooting starts. That was a president threatening violence against his own people, or when he warned of a national bloodbath if he lost, or his chilling promise, if you go after me, I'm coming after you. This isn't fringe rhetoric. It's coming from the leader of the Republican Party. Now, let's be clear, celebrating Charlie Kirk's death online is vile and should be condemned. But here's the hypocrisy. Kirk himself mocked George Floyd's death. He defended the attacker of Paul Pelosi's husband. He wasn't the innocent figure of peaceful debate conservatives are trying to paint today. And when Lewis Goodall reminded viewers about Don Jr.'s hammer and underwear joke, what did the far-right guest do? She laughed. She laughed as her own argument collapsed. So yes, Trump has been compared to authoritarian figures, even Hitler. And while that sounds extreme, it's not baseless, because his actions echo authoritarianism. The real revisionism is happening on the right. They want to erase their role in fueling political violence and turn their leaders into victims. But the reality is simple. The cycle of violence we're living through began with Trump's rhetoric. And pretending otherwise, that's the biggest lie of all.